Hello everyone and welcome to the first of two videos on the channel tonight. So it is Friday, July 24th, which means it is time for another power ranking video. And of course, Big Brother Unlocked is on later tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, about 2.5 hours at the time I'm recording this video. So yeah, we're going to dive into it here. I feel like the power ranking videos, they are going to be shorter as we get deeper into the season because there's going to be less people in the house, which means less people to rank, right? So um, going into this week, I knew we'd see a lot of movement, and well, that ends up being the case. There is a lot of movement this week for obvious reasons. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and dive into it. Somebody had a very good week this week, and I think we all know who that was, right? And I don't think anyone is going to argue number one when they see who it is. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and dive into it here. Now, I will also mention I'm going to do 1 through 17 every week, regardless of how deep we are into the season, because I think it's going to be more fun that way, right? Because I know typically the people who are evicted, their rank is probably not going to change too much, but it's possible, right? So, starting things off at number 17 is, of course, Ashley. She was the first one evicted. She didn't get a chance to do anything. Not too much to say here. She was evicted unanimously. Still wish she had a better chance, a better fighting chance, and I wish she was able to show what she was capable of. So yes, Ashley is still number 17, not a surprise. But now at number 16, down 11 spots from last week, is Rome. I am not happy about this at all. Rome was evicted last night almost unanimously. There was one person who voted to keep him, and we'll get to them. But yeah, Rome does end up going home last night. And I hate to say it, I said this during the live stream last night during the eviction, but Angela was kind of the main reason he went home. She played a big part in him going home, and they got him out. So yeah, Rome is number 16. He was my favorite. I made that very clear. I'm still kind of annoyed about it, but yeah, he ends up being number 16. So he is the second one evicted. Then coming in at number 15, down one spot from last week, is Lyric. So Lyric has not really done too much. She hasn't won anything. She lost Rome, who she was in a showmance with, and what's really surprising is she was not the one person who voted to keep him. It wasn't Lyric, and I still can't believe that. She voted to evict Rome, and I'm like, what? So yeah, I don't know. I still love Lyric. She's still my favorite out of the girls. Um, I don't know. It's going to be really interesting to see how she navigates the game. But she is in a really tough spot right now, and I'm hoping she can turn it around because I do really like her. So yeah, Lyric is number 15. Coming in at number 14, down 2 spots from last week, is Angela. So Angela hasn't won anything. Now, she did lose the BB time capsule competition, which doesn't really play a part in how my point system works, because I figured like the BB time capsule is given to the house guest. You know what I mean? I feel like that shouldn't really affect the points too much, because not everyone's going to be able to participate in a BB time capsule competition. So that I didn't take that into effect at all. But Angela kind of, she kind of was the main instigator when it came to that nomination ceremony. She kind of blew things up. She went after Jason and all that. And I feel like she's already got a target on her anyways because she's a returning player. And I just think her target got even bigger with that blow up there with her and Jason specifically. So yeah, I've got her 14. You could argue probably maybe the next like 6 people in any order probably, but yeah, I do have Angela at 14, so there you go. Coming in at number 13, down 6 spots from last week, is Taylor. So Taylor, I don't think she's really in too bad of a spot, but Taylor was the one person who voted to keep Rome. I was shocked about that. And so I do award points for if they vote for the evicted house guest, which Taylor has yet to do this season because she voted for Rome, who got evicted. And or when they vote for the house guest that stays, I mean, or when they get evicted, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm getting my words all mixed up. And of course, she was on the block in week 1, so she didn't vote. So it is kind of funny to see. She is the only one in the house who has not voted for an evicted house guest. So yeah, she hasn't really done too much, but again, I don't think she's in that bad of a spot necessarily. So she is at 13. You could argue it or higher if you want to. But yeah. So then coming in at number 12, down 2 spots from last week, is Haley. So Haley, I think she's in a pretty good spot. The reason why I have her a little bit lower here is because her name did get thrown out by Rome during that, that kerfuffle of a nomination ceremony. But I don't really think Haley is in a bad spot in the house necessarily. She's just kind of right in the middle, kind of lying low a little bit. I do like Haley as well, and again, you can argue her as high as maybe even 8 or 9 if you wanted to. So Haley is at number 12. And then at number 11, moving up 5 spots from last week, is Barrett. So Barrett, I think he's in a really good spot in the house. The reason why he moves up so much is because other people are just dropping below him. I don't think Barrett's in a bad spot at all right now. He hasn't won anything. Neither has Haley, by the way. But Barrett, he has been on the right side of the vote both weeks as well, which helps. And same thing with Haley, Angela, and Lyric. They've all been on the right side of the vote as well, which that's going to give you points, right? So, yeah, so Barrett, number 11. I think that's fair, but you could argue him a little bit higher if you want to. I wouldn't argue that. So, yeah, Barrett at number 11. Coming in at number 10 is Latrice, down 1 spot from last week. And Latrice, too, same thing, like the points, same as Barrett, same as Haley. She hasn't won anything. She has been on the right side of the vote both weeks, which again does help. And her name did get thrown out there by Rome. Rome kind of threw her under the bus a little bit, which I think because of that brings her down a little bit. But I don't think Latrice is in a bad spot. I do really like her. I think she's in a good spot in the house. And again, you could argue her a couple spots higher if you wanted to. And yeah, I think Latrice at number 10, it's probably pretty fair. I debated quite a bit between like 8 through 11, so I got her at 10. So coming in at number 9, up 2 spots from last week, is Kamu. So Kamu, same thing. He's been on the right side of the vote both weeks. He hasn't won anything, but I feel like he is right in the middle as much as you can possibly be in the middle. And I do like Kamu. I think he's been playing a good game so far. I don't think he's on anyone's radar. And you could argue him a little bit higher if you want to, probably maybe 1 spot higher, but there is one person we'll get to in a second here. I think they have a lot of potential. But yes, Kamu at number 9, I think that's fair for him. So then, staying in the same spot as last week, the only one who does not move is Drew. So I've got Drew at number 8. The only reason why he's not higher is because he hasn't won anything yet, right? So again, trying to prioritize winning when it comes to my power rankings, but I've said this, I think, for I would say about a week now. My pick to win is Drew. He is my pick to win right now, so I've got really high hopes for him. I don't think he's on anyone's radar at all. Everyone seems to like him. He's very intelligent, and we'll see if my prediction ends up being right. So yeah, Drew at number 8. Again, the only reason he is this low is because he hasn't won anything yet, right? So yeah, number 8 for Drew. And then coming in at number 7, up 8 spots from last week, is Melody. So why does Melody move up 8 spots? It's because she survived the eviction block, which is going to give you points. So Melody, just looking at it right now, she was on the right side of the vote when they evicted Ashley, of course. She was nominated, but again, you do get points if you survive the eviction block, right? So Melody, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about her. I do like her as a person. No issues there. But when it comes to her gameplay, I don't know how to feel about it. I think she might be on a few people's radar right now, but um, yeah, just surviving the eviction block, that's why she moves up a lot, right? And because everyone below her, nobody below her has won anything, right? That's why she's as high as she is. So Melody is number 7. Coming in at number 6, down 2 spots from last week, is Chuck. So Chuck, I think he's playing a really good game. The reason why he moves down 2 spots is because, well, somebody had a very big week this week, so we'll get to them soon enough. I think we all know who that is, but yeah, Chuck, he's been on the right side of the boat both weeks as well. He did win that special comp as well at the start of the season, and I think he's in a really good spot. I don't think he's on anyone's radar at all. And I did mention during my last video, I am really starting to like Chuck just as a person in general. He just seems like a really cool guy. So yeah, Chuck is number 6. You could maybe argue him a little bit higher, 1 spot higher, but I think that's fair for him. So then coming in at number 5, down 2 spots from last week as well, is Yosh. So Yosh is this high up because, well, he was on the right side of the vote both weeks. He did win the Blockbuster, which again, that's going to give you points if you win, right? So he was nominated, yes, but he took himself down by winning Blockbuster. So I think Yosh is in a pretty good spot right now. I was kind of concerned with him after that first week because I'm like, are people going to see him as a threat now? But I don't know. I think he's in a pretty okay spot right now. So Yosh in at number 5, I think that's perfectly reasonable for him. So then, coming in at number 4, up 2 spots from last week, is Jason. So Jason is 4th on my power ranking, but I do not think he is in a good spot in the house at all right now. He is this high up because he won, of course, the veto, right? Or not the veto, the Blockbuster, I mean, sorry. He did not win the veto. He won the Blockbuster, and he also won the special comp as well at the start of the season. He was nominated, yes, but he was also on the right side of the vote both weeks. So he's winning, right? He's got 2 wins. And there are only, a little fun fact here, there are only 2 house guests this season who have won 2 comps. And Jason's one of them. So that's good enough for top 4, right? Again, prioritizing winning. So Jason is number 4. And now coming in at number 3, down 1 spot from last week, is Mallory. So Mallory is this high up because of the veto she won in week 1. She has also been on the right side of the vote both weeks. She was nominated, but again, that veto win, that's going to give you a lot of points, right? And I think Mallory, I don't know, I don't know how to feel about her position in the house necessarily, so I do like her. I hope she goes far. But I think she's looking okay right now. She wasn't really involved in that drama as well in that nomination ceremony, so I think that bodes well for her. So then, coming in at number 2, down 1 spot from last week, is D. So D, of course, won the first HOH, and that's basically all she's done. I mean, I say all she's done. She's won HOH, which is kind of a big deal, but she was on the right side of the vote when she voted to evict Rome as well, and she's playing a really good game. Like, she's lined up, she's got her 2 alliances there. I could see her going far, and I'm gonna say it right now, if people don't start taking a run at these returning players, they might run the game. They kind of already are a little bit, aren't they? So yeah, D is in at number 2. And the only reason she moves down is because somebody had a huge week this week. So, coming in at number 1 for week 2 of the power rankings is obviously Devens. So Devens won HOH and POV this week. Yeah, you're going to be number 1 after that happens, especially after week 2. So I don't think anybody can argue this. He is the only one who has won HOH and veto this season. He was on the right side of the vote to evict Ashley as well. And I mean, that's You can't argue it. You just can't. Like looking at my point system, he's quite a bit. He's quite a ways away. Like he's pretty far ahead of everyone else now. So yeah, Devens is number one, and there's literally no way you can argue it. So yeah, there you go. There are my power rankings for week 2, and I like the list. Putting this list together was definitely a lot easier than week 1, because week 1 I feel like there was a lot more mixing and matching you could have done, but yeah, there it is for week 2. So our biggest mover was obviously Devens, moves up 12 spots, and again, that's what's going to happen when you win HOH and Veto. And the biggest loser moving down was of course Rome. He went down 11 spots because like I thought he would look pretty good coming out of week 1, but then Angela was like, hey, Rome's got all these people following around, and yeah, Angela kind of blew up his game a little bit. Still kind of annoyed because of that, but yeah, there's the list right there. So we'll see what happens next week. I do expect to see probably a lot of movement again because there's a lot of people right after, I would say after Melody, like 8 through 15, any one of them, if they win HOH, they're going to rocket way up the power rankings. So yeah, I do expect to see a lot of movement again next week, but you just never know, right? So there are my power rankings for week 2, and I'm pretty happy with the list again. So let me know, guys, what do you think of my list? How are your power rankings looking? And who is the biggest surprise to you? I think, again, I'll say it again, my pick to win right now this season is Drew. He is at number 8 right now, only because he hasn't won anything. But yeah, let me know, guys, what do you think? Alright guys, so thank you all so much for watching. Do look out for another video later tonight in about 4 hours or so after tonight's Big Brother Unlocked video. Alright guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all later tonight for that video. Take care, everyone.